You looking like these gang members.
Oh,
you wearing these Apple Cats, these khakis, these shirts.
Right.
How do you defend yourself, or how do you tell these other guys who don't know you that I'm not from here?
About humanity, putting truth in these lines while they busy feeding lies. When you got that tunnel vision, gotta open up your eyes. Wake up and go to sleep. Man, I'm praying all times. And to my guys, ain't no other side. This for my brothers, I'ma pray we all shine. Lock the door. Postman. Go ahead, lock the door. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Yeah, you already know.
Depending on the lessons, some people eat, some people learn. But the game is going to send you a big.
Professor Melly Bell, the Dahoodpostman. I'm here with some of the original LA dancers, lockers, poppers, all the guys that I don't even know how they avoided being gang members, but we're gonna get into that. So my first question though, how many styles were they in pop locking? If you guys even
many.
It was many styles.
A lot of many styles. You can't say that because
there's no stopping. You could be a style. You doing that right there can be a style.
You know what?
Anything can be a style.
It's kind of hard because
it's hard.
See, in the 70s, from what I know, there was only two styles, and that was Boogaloo and Popin.
Right.
And everything else was basically cemented in either Boogaloo or Popin.
Right.
Now there are breakout styles, you know, like animation and everything like that. But those styles kind of evolved, you know, on their own, actually, without the popping, because a lot of it morphed from roboting, with incorporating the popping style.
What year did locking begin and who created it?
Well, I know Campbell
created it.
What year it began?
When I came about.
What year?
What year? When I started was 72.
Okay.
It started earlier, like 70s.
And I watched him in the 70s.
Yeah, 70s.
But I developed the robot from Reggie Heat, like I said, in 72, and I let it run all the way to 77. So I was still roboting, but I took a week behind it to learn the locking from James Green.
Yeah.
He just passed, matter of fact, not too long ago.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, I missed that boy. And he taught me how to flip. That's how I know how to flip on the board and everything. But so that's when I started. I let it run all the way to Carver and Jeff. So that's how I learned what I needed to learn.
While you was staying out the way of them
oh man,
or them outlaws.
Man, I had to, man, because they was rolling out. People don't understand. They are one of the oldest blood gangs around, even today, besides the Rolling 20s.
Yeah, they was anti-Crip. They wasn't Bloods, but they was anti-Crip.
Yeah. So at that time, we had guys was watching us as kids playing ball in the hood, but still we was still dancing with Derek and LeBeau. And then I had some boys that was Kevin Gaston L at Carmen 78 all the way up to getting where I needed to go. And so we let the group go when we got to Jeff in 81. But 70s the people in the 70s have to understand the structure, how all of this starts in. That's why we're here, us brothers, to tell the history to you in the world that if you don't know no history, how can you tell me how it went back then? You wasn't there.
Yeah.
See, so that's what I'm saying.
So Hurdle.
Yeah.
And I asked this to Gizmo.
Right.
And I'm going to come back to you with it.
Okay.
If you looking like these gang members, you wearing these Apple Cats, these khakis, these shirts.
Right.
How do you defend yourself, or how do you tell these other guys who don't know you that I'm not from here?
By pop blocking.
But you know what?
By dancing was our way out.
You basically
Start dancing. You start. They used to sweat me.
Yeah,
but
they did me.
we was mostly me, T Tiger. We'd get zooted and booted sometimes.
Yeah.
Zoot suits. But I mean, we be popping in khakis. But still,
That's
all
you know
the
what, though?
time.
There's-
But it's
there's
the way you wore it.
Yeah.
It's the way you wore it. If you had on certain shit with it, or excuse my language, certain stuff with it, you
get
don't
checked at
look
the
like
door. Yeah, you're gonna get checked.
and you're gonna get checked.
You're gonna get checked.
But it's up to you to let them know that you a dancer. If they want to go for it, you fighting anyway.
Yeah,
T
you
Tiger, right?
Yes.
T Tiger was a gang member.
Yes, he was.
So how did he justify his position in locking? And then, I mean, was he able to lock and do it and not be sweated because everybody wasn't gonna look at him as a locker?
No, T Tiger had two different lives.
He showed
we
exactly.
was
That's what he
pop
did.
blocking and all that. He
With
was
a
on
white
a
rag.
different stage and a different dress code, different everything, because he was with me. He know I wasn't with that shit.
And he was
I
from
about
5'9"
my
East
money
Coast, right?
and
Yes,
about
he was.
popping
Yes, it was.
all day. Actually, 5'9" East Side before he got it changed to 5'9" East Coast because they was trying to stop him from changing 5'9" East Side to 5'9" East Coast. And T Tiger made that happen. Him and Momo and Kato and a few more people made that happen.
Chick,
Yes.
what role do blocking play in your life? What role did it play in your life?
Well, it played a big part in my life because back in the I was tumbling before I started. I was tumbling.
That's the way it was.
I started tumbling when I was 4 years old.
All right.
You know, and I got real good. I trained for the '84 Olympics.
All right.
You know, when I went to uni high.
All right.
And but I lived a double or triple life. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's right.
I did too. Cause I was popping
shit,
and I lived in the neighborhood of Hoovers, period, you know. But I never really gang bang. I used to hang with them all the time, you know, but I never gang
Yeah, I
bang.
noticed you
But
got
I
that
was a
orange
dope-
hat on though.
Oh yeah. I still wear it because I had it on because of the shirt. Yeah, but anyway, it was like, you know, I was more of a drug dealer than a gangbanger. So you know how in the neighborhood that you say you got a dope dealer, a gangbang, and a killer?
Yes.
That's Ice Cube.
It's me.
Yeah. And that was me. I was out of my neighborhood, I was the drug dealer
Thank you.
out of that whole era.
Exactly.
So that was my role within that. Yep, so that's how I got out of it.
Can I say
Because I
one
never
thing?
dressed like a gangbanger, period.
Me either.
But then again, a lot of the dudes when we grew up, none of us, even the gangbangers, never dressed like gangbangers.
They didn't.
We wore just regular clothes because everybody stayed clean, period.
Yeah.
Because the hardest gangbangers from the neighborhood was clean. You would never tell they was
Never tell
gangbang.
them.
That's how come everybody was able to get out and go different places that they wanted to go. Because wouldn't nobody look like no gangbangers unless you was one of them in the neighborhood trying to be extra hard,
With the khaki suit.
you know, and all that.
But see, you have to understand is, during that era of all that street life, we had the regular trip OGs would come with rollers in their hair. That's how we knew who they were.
Yeah.
If it was a Crip roll, they had blue everything in roller. They had press and perms back in the day. That's how they knew.
Yes.
Hey, call the homies, whatever we
And
need
see,
to do. That's
and
what they did.
Did
just
anybody
got-
here used to go to Marshalls?
No.
Nobody went to
No,
Marshalls.
I did when I was
You
a
did?
kid. I used to go to
Now we
Marshall.
would go to Zodi's.
Exactly.
Classes.
Zodi's.
Oh,
Can I
Central
just-
Avenue.
New berries.
No, Marshalls was used to
And
get
look,
your hair
I
done.
just
That's
want to mention.
right.
I just want to mention one thing too.
Go ahead.
About gangbanging back then.
Yeah.
If you was a Crip, you never wore red. Period.
So didn't.
At all.
If you was a Blood, you never wore blue. Period. Nowadays,
over there.
you don't know who's a Crip or a Blood
No,
nowadays
that's right.
because
Wear
all of the
everything.
Crips is wearing red.
Yeah.
And
They
all
tri-
you know,
they
and everything,
shifting
man.
over now.
It's crazy. This new generation got the
It's
game
crazy.
twisted, man.
So wait a minute. Let me ask a deeper question. How has your understanding of dance evolved since you first started?
Hold on, I'm gonna say one thing. For the record, pop locking, robotic dancing was the first thing to bring brothers together.
That's what it was.
I'm gonna say this again. Street dancing was the first thing to bring black men together in
what it
Los
was.
Angeles County.
it
So
was.
what we trying to say is that you had so many different neighborhoods with so many different brothers
Yeah.
that was from these different neighborhoods.
Yeah.
But this street dancing was considered and escape.
Yeah,
So whenever
it
you would see brothers, it was neutral, homie. So like the big homie was saying, if a dude seen you G'd up, some communities they understood it. Like in Long Beach, all the homies, you know what I'm saying, like the from the OG Mysterious Poppers, the homies from Soros Hotel, Big Peanut and them, they used to wear the khakis. I got taught this from OG Smiley. OG Smiley's an OG street dancer.
Yes,
he used to wear the golf pins on his house shoes, on his shirts. You know what I'm saying? And our colors was white and black. So preferably a dude would have on a Batman coat. If you from the OG days, you know the Batman coats. They had the little wings, and everybody would have their font with their name and their group. So this thing was a culture. So what it did was that it brought people together from different neighborhoods, Bloods, Crips, SAs, and all that, Samoans. So this is another form of fighting per se. So it wasn't about the banging. It's about let me see you get let me see you get down, homie.
That's what it
Let me see you get down. So whoever was the hardest, that was whoever won it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it was.
I'm glad you said that because some people was born under a bad sign and they understand it is zero.
Yeah, we're right on. That's why we here, because you gotta look, you gotta remember, big homie, in 83 on up, you never seen the real history. So what you saw was these movies like Breaking. Breaking did a horrible job in doing the whole perception, because see, a lot of the homies, bro, always tell me, they be like, man, nowadays street dancing is looked upon as corny, watered down, but this is why I brought the homies, because from the era from the mid 70s to like 82, 83, and I would say that's the cutoff. From there, it became Hollywood, commercialized. So now we have to come back out with this real history to try to
Again, how was your understanding of dance? Has it evolved since you first started?
Oh man, I mean, me personally, bro, I met so many different brothers from different neighborhoods. I'm known. Every time people see me, oh, that's the homie Gizmo. He be getting down. Yeah. So basically, I have met all these brothers, man. Shared with me so much history, so much knowledge.
Cali Finders, baby. Proof of grind all the time. Music money. Got a dollar sign. Hub City. I'm a street nigga, streets fuck with me. I'ma keep pushing products till the feds get me. It's guap off top, diamond Cartier. That nigga wall won't give a pro bitch the time of day. They see me climbing, they see me shining. That's hard work, proof of grinding. New money got me tipping in that 550. Ali, bad man, and I'm so pretty. I got that tech with me, that's my hater sprayer. Go big, grind now, nigga, play later. What can I say? I'm addicted to this paper stacking, and I don't talk about it, I just make it happen.